Can't start talking about nostalgia when you don't mention Ian Wright. I don't care. You can talk about anyone in the Premier League era, but Ian Wright, for what he brought to his States especially, in London, if you weren't an Arsenal fan, you was an Ian Wright fan. Don't care. If you supported Arsenal around that era, Ian Wright was probably one of the main reasons why he's supporting them. Because he was, even the way he scored goals and celebrated, my man was doing dances that you're doing in dances in South London. He brought the bogle out quick, winding it down at Highbury, like madness. It was just like, but that was right, and people saw a bit of themselves in him. That's why people loved him. And that was the personality and the character, which was great, always smiling. Had a little bit of a rough edge to him as well.
And that's right, today we have another episode focusing on Arsenal strikers, and in the spotlight on this episode we have Ian Wright, Arsenal's number 8. He's gonna be leading our front line, and we have paid an extravagant amount for him, and you'll see it in a bit. But here is his supporting cast for today. Who would have thought in the year 2025 I would be upgrading Lucas Perez to go and be the central attacking midfielder for my team? And just look at these playstyles. Just because of that, he is already gonna cook. From an 83 in form to an 89. Lucas Perez, welcome to the club. And then also on the side, this is probably going to be irrelevant because we are probably never ever going to use this card. With Chip Shot Plus, Freya Godfrey up to an 89 from a 60 something rating. And Kai Havertz, who will be sitting deep in our midfield from our 87 in the last episode to a 90. Power Shot Plus, in he comes. And Ian Wright will not be the only icon featuring in this episode. In comes Ethan Oneri and the Future Stars Evo, our first ever handmade icon. And at left back, Riccardo Calafiori, our dead ball specialist, now has Incisive Plus, 90 rated. In it comes Kyra Cooney Cross as well, another Future Star starlet, 90 rated with a long ball. For sure we're going to be using that. Urian Timber will be our centre back, evoed up to a 90 with a grassroots greats design. 90 rated centre back, the upgrade we definitely needed over 87 Saliba. Arteta at the helm, and last but not least, 93 rated. Look at the man, paying 2.18 million flat for Ian Wright. Look at the pace, shooting, and now dribbling. His struggles are gone, and with quick step and press proven, no one is ever going to take the ball off him. Gonna give Henry a bit of rest for this first game and put Ian Wright in the spotlight while we evo up Freddie Ljungberg up to a 90. Miles Lewis-Kelly is also going to be making his return to the field, 89 rated, Tiki Taka Plus and Incisive Plus, along with 2 other passing playstyles. This is a CDM we need. He is going to be the core of every single attack. And we go to the first game. The time for talking stops now. 2.18 million. The most we have ever spent on any card in FIFA or FC history. Ian Wright, it's time to show you what you're made of. Big tackle from Calafiori down at left back, dispossessing Gareth Bale. But the pass wasn't good enough. Di Natale on the swivel. And now Zidane does the same, finding Sancho of all people, and of course there's a rebound. 1-0 Di Natale. There's Ian Wright, his first touches on the ball. Good dribble, good pass, and a good run too. And he's off and running. It's Ian Wright, cuts inside, finds a man, gets it back, and blocked. Well, you can already see the glimpses of his quality. Building up his timber. That's Gabriel's new partner, and here's the Brazilian. Lewis-Kelly on the build-up. Can he make use of those passing playstyles? He definitely can. There's Lucas Perez. Oneri. It's the icons combining. Right, back to Ethan Oneri. And it's a tap-in for Freddie Ljungberg, 1-1. And this is probably the most popular Winter Wildcards item you've ever seen. Zeriberto down the left wing. Sancho's cut inside, another pass to the left, of our defense, and Gareth Bale scores, making it 2-1, and we're trailing again after 7 minutes of play. Jurrien Timber, Nwaneri, Ian Wright. That's that dribbling, and the pass is great as well. With that base incisive, Nwaneri goes all the way, and we are back level in an instant. 2.5 minutes gone, and it's 2-2. Gareth Bale, he's on a second. Di Natale's also on a second. Good interception, but there's the bounce back. There's EA, ready to give our opponents the lead again. Terrible touch of the interception from Gabriel. Di Natale scores. It's 4-2. It's a hat trick, and he feels comfortable celebrating now. Ljungberg over the top, gets it back. Here's the Swede. Ian Wright almost gets that debut goal. Is it game over? Do we have enough in the tank? There's Freddie Ljungberg. There's Gabriel towering. Game is back on, and he has given us the license to celebrate. So we'll flex our muscles. There's a rare sight. Thierry Henry and Mikel Arteta on the same page. Roberto again, marauding down the wing. It's a 2-on-1, but he has support out wide from Vidic. Zidane slipped it through. Di Natale's got a fourth. It's 5-3 in minute 53. And it's a tough hill. But Lewis Kelly, brilliant pass. There's Ljungberg. There's Wright. Press proven plus. Welcome to the club, Ian Wright. Game is back on, and he has his debut goal. Instant response again from us. Bale, double team from Gabriel and Calafiori. Slick passing. Ian Wright on the build up again. Finds Ljungberg to Perez. And the run in behind sold the defender a dream. And the goalkeeper, he's rounded everyone and their mothers. 5-5. 10 minutes later. How on earth has this happened? An amazing comeback from 5-3 down. Timber cools everything off with the interception. Building up from the keeper is now reached Nwaneri at the halfway line. Perez again with another amazing run. Who would have thought? Lucas Perez, our hero. Ian Wright cuts to his right, back to his left, ball roll, smacks it in off the post. Ian Wright gives us the lead. This is what 2.1 million gives you, and that's the pause. And someone is in trouble right now. Calafiori, so cool. Lewis Kelly plays it forward. Lucas Perez again. Is Ian Wright there? Trailing Ljungberg, gets a tap in. Ian Wright scores. Ian Wright scores again. A hat trick and more. Freddie Ljungberg, our Evo, also chipping in with goals and assists. The two number 8s combining up top. It's Lucas Perez. He's playing around with the opponent now. He slipped through Ljungberg, and Konate's lost his head. There's also the pause. Dimitar Berbatov gives us the penalty, but we're not going to have time to take it, as the rage quit was on. It took a bit for us to get going in that first game, but once we hit our stride, they could not stop us. And Ian Wright slipped through again, toying with the defender, finds Lucas Perez, 1-0. What a card he is. Big block, big save. Of course, there's a great third chance for Kylian Mbappe. What else could our opponents ask for? Cooney cross, gets a 1-2. Ian Wright, they cannot handle him. Look at the dribbling. Keepers move, but we didn't clock it. Gabriel couldn't win the header. Big tackle, and Tomiyasu with a quick feed. 2-1 up. Petit big ball forward. Mbappe slips through Vieira, and it's Patrick Vieira of all people scoring against us. 2 apiece. Cooney cross. Lucas Perez is so good, and what a touch from Ian Wright. We saw the keeper movement this time. Ian Wright in the spotlight. He does not shy away. Good header down. Lewis Kelly. Henry subbed in. Thierry Henry. Right at halftime. 4-2. Now, if you ever see an Henry and Ian Wright line up at the striker position, it's your call to run. That's your cue right there. Ian Wright takes on the defender. That's Perez. There's Henry. And that's number 5. Here's another knee slide for you. Let's drink it in again. Ian Wright, with the tenacity, with the passion, gains possession. Picking up at the corner flag. Everyone's scared to press him, but once they do, suddenly he's gone. Ian Wright, still on the ball. Sombrero flick. Over the defender, big save. There's a rebound. We get one of our own. It's 6-2. It's Ian Wright. He is unstoppable right now. Proving why he's well worth the money we paid for, and much more. This guy just influences the game. He doesn't just do that, he is the game. With a 2-0 record, we face another meta team. Mbappe, Bale, Vinicius, you name it. They've got the whole lot. But we've got Nwaneri, we've got Ian Wright, and we've got Thierry Henry with an open net. Lewis Kelly, anytime there's an attack, Lewis Kelly is there to start it. Perez, Wright, Henry, Ian Wright, it's too easy. It's only been 10 minutes into the game. How about that for a trio? Nwaneri, brilliant dribbling from our new icon. Amazing pass from Thierry Henry. Lucas Perez, he loves his assist. Ian Wright is there again. There's the next pause. You already know what's coming up. Another rage quit. That's 3-3 for Ian Wright as we close in on a 900 skill rating once again. A stacked dressing room right there. As we can see, we don't even have to look at the team. You already know 3 play styles and everything. Calafiori takes it off Maradona. Perez with incisive plus again. Henry, game of chicken, means nothing for him. Big block. There's a tackle back, and it's a goal. It's one apiece. It's goal to Mbappe, and of course he's bought it off the market, you rat. Ethan Nwaneri finds Wright. That press proven has showed up so many times already. Nwaneri again, slips it through. Lucas Perez, it's your time to shoot now. He can do it both. There's Lewis Kelly once again. What a card, so underrated. Finds Nwaneri, baits Ashley Cole, down the line, Perez, Henry. He loves scoring right before halftime. And we're not even gonna make it to the second half. 4 games, 4 wins, bring in the next victim. Lucas Perez, point for choice. He goes with Henry, and a big save from the goalkeeper. Picking it up is Nwaneri. Lewis Kelly, of course, tackling us, playing it forward. And Kluivert suddenly is through and goal. It's player of the month, Kluivert, all the way and hits it right at the top corner at the near post. And Lucas Perez goes free. He'll find his striker. Henry baits it with a play switch, and the pass goes right behind Ian Wright. That's why they're strikers. That's why they're finishers and not cams. And they go on right into the other side, and Ronaldo scores, and he's happy enough to hit the Sioux. Skip one celebration, but now he's comfortable. You know what that means. It's time to lock in. And Ronaldo trying to hit a third, but his supplier was offside. So that's on him. Nwaneri, Lewis Kelly. Here's Perez again. And he's found Ian Wright this time. Henry in support. Ian Wright would not need him. That's 2-1. That's game on. And it's Ian Wright on the score sheet again. Big chance. 3. It's Gabriel Martinelli against us. And he's starting to hit the gritty. He's starting to get comfortable. And let's just see how far I can hold it down. There's Ian Wright again. There's us with a bit of cheese for the first time in this game. Henry finds Ian Wright. Belter Ian Wright. Back in the game. I don't think he's sitting pretty now. He doesn't look too comfortable, does he? Move, man, says Gabriel. Gives it to Lewis Kelly. Cooney cross on the build-up. Here's Perez. He's the one that gets us to the final third, as always. Calafiori, out of breath, but not out of passion. Big crossing. Ian Wright is there. It's 3-3. Let's give it back to him. Let's run it back with the griddies. It's Ian Wright, who threw on goal but offside, saving our opponents with less than 10 minutes to go. Lucas Perez, Wright's there, onside, and somehow he gets stuck with the AI defender. Man gets saved again. 90th minute. On the corner, ball goes in from Hamsik. Dispossessed by Gabriel. He's got men open there. In front is Noneri. Look at the space. Lucas Perez in the final minute of the game. Lucas Perez, one-on-one. Hits it past the goalkeeper and he dashboards his entire system. My guy was good. So easy to give it, but can't take it. He could only dish it out, but he's too much of a little to actually take it himself. And of course, we'd go ahead and taunt him. We'd go ahead and message him, but he would never reply. He doesn't have the balls to. And you can see by the stats, we already deserve to win. And I'm proud of the performance. And because he dashboards, we still don't get the win. Ian Wright finishes his performance with a hat-trick. And now let's just look at the numbers that are produced today. Absolute miracle numbers here from Ian Wright himself. 5 games, 10 goals, 3 assists, and it could have been more. He was so dominant. If it weren't for rage quits, he would have gotten 20 goals already. Absolutely unbeatable when it comes to dribble, the strength, the physicality, the shooting, and the pace, of course. Untouchable. Pairing him up with Henry, the 2 best strikers in Arsenal history, and the fact that he's still holding on his worth throughout the entire thing, I did not lose money on him. Money well spent. Best ever purchase I've ever made.